Let's talk to God. One more thing, like, subscribe and share. Come on, let's talk to God. Woo!
Hey there, good evening, everybody. It's Cutler here on the Let's Talk with Cutler broadcast. It is the 17th of August, and we're getting ready to spend another 1,800 seconds together. It may be a little less this evening, I think so. But I just wanted to let people know that if you're wondering what this channel is about, it's about inspiration, it's about motivation, it's about challenging ourselves to show up a little bit better today than we did yesterday, making sure that we are intentional and deliberate about showing up better tomorrow than we did today, and making sure that we are just dedicated and committed to trying to show up our best selves, even in the worst of situations. That ought to be the theme for the day. That's certainly my theme for the day, to make sure that in whatever state I find myself, let my best self show up. Let my character prove itself to be true. Let my integrity prove itself to be strong. That's why I'm here for all of these 1,800 seconds on these Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm just trying to rehearse it so much so until it becomes the core of who I am, until it becomes second nature for me, until it just falls right in my DNA to always strive to be the best me in all given situations in life, because life would toss so many things at you. So again, if you're just stopping by for the first time, this platform is about positivity. It's not about pessimism. It's not about negativity. It's not about any of those sorts of things, but it's about making sure that we are on this path to becoming better, to becoming our best selves, no matter what life tosses at us. So we spend these 1,800 seconds together on these Tuesdays and Thursdays, and from time to time, I'll shout out the LTTC VIPs, the people who beat me to the chat, as you all sometimes do. And not only that, but I invite you to go ahead and subscribe. If you haven't done so, please go ahead and subscribe to this platform, to this channel. And once you do, just click down there on the notification bell, because it lets you know whenever I've gone live and whenever I've uploaded new content. I'll tell you, we had an interesting conversation the last time we were here. We were talking about how to stop waiting for the perfect moment to enjoy life and just start enjoying life in and of itself at that moment right then. And I wanted to continue that conversation because, as some of you all know, earlier this week it was the anniversary of the death of my father, and I thought about the person that he was, and how he lived life, and he made the best of life. And then not only did I think about that, but I read this quote. A friend of mine didn't write this, but a friend of mine posted this that said, "Don't wait for everything to be perfect before you decide to enjoy life." And I thought, how many times do we wait? How many times do we wait to enjoy life? We put aside the good stuff and we say, I'm going to use that for a special occasion. I'm going to use that for an occasion when I'm going to wear that on a special occasion. I'm going to eat that on a special occasion. I'm going to use that on a special occasion. I'm going to go there on a special occasion. I'm going to do this and that on a special occasion. You have a special occasion every single day. Every single day of your life is a special occasion. I'm not suggesting that there aren't things that are reserved for a specific moment. What I am suggesting, however, is that you should start enjoying life. Start enjoying life, and don't try to wait for the perfect moment, because can I tell you this? The perfect moment will never come. The perfect moment will never come, because our days are filled with trouble. Our days are filled with woe. Our days are filled with trials. Our days are filled with tribulations. But guess what? We also have days that are filled with optimism, days that are filled with wonder, days that are filled with thrilling opportunities, days that are filled with happiness and love and peace and hope and all of that. So you have a balance of day, and we don't always know from one day to the next what we're going to get. We really don't. So I just want to encourage us to stop worrying and really just enjoy life. And it is about not waiting to enjoy life, but enjoy life right then. Because sometimes when we worry, and I'll pick up from where we left off the last time, but sometimes when we worry, the question is, what are we worrying about? Do we have these vague and ambiguous thoughts that plague us? What I encourage you to do is just to try to pinpoint what it is that makes you feel anxious. Try to pinpoint what it is that makes you feel like things aren't going to happen. But can you pinpoint Try to pinpoint the source of your worry, the source of the thing that stresses you out, the source of the thing that gives you pause. And when you look at all of those things, take this cliche that says don't sweat the small stuff. Because a lot of times in the grand scheme of life, a lot of the things that stress us out, really, it's just small stuff. So that means we have to sometimes try to put things into perspective, categorize them properly so that we can put things in perspective and make sure that we're looking at them, and giving them the weight that they deserve. Because how many times have you just felt this crushing weight of worry on your shoulders, and the heaviness, we allow the heaviness to just drag us down sometimes, both physically and mentally and even emotionally. And it's no wonder that the worry never seems to leave, because it pushes us and it pulls us until we feel like sometimes we just can't move. So we can learn to just put things in perspective. Just learn how to put things in perspective, and sometimes just stop and laugh about what's going on. Laugh about the situations. I'm just trying to offer us moments for how we can just relieve ourselves of some of the worrying and really just strive to enjoy life. Sometimes we don't even give in to laughter. It is almost as if we find something funny and we'll do this. Why do we do that? I'm just trying. Again, I will pick up with the conversation that we left off Tuesday. But again, I'm just trying to get us now to stop worrying so much. And sometimes the laughter is right on the tip of our tongue, but we act as if we don't have a right to laugh. We act as if someone stole our ability to laugh. We act as if this is not the moment for me to laugh. I shouldn't, I shouldn't, I couldn't, I wouldn't. But if you find something funny, give in to laughter in the moment. It will help you stop worrying. I laugh sometimes because it helps me to reroute, reprocess, and redirect my response. Laughter sometimes help me to reroute my response so that way I don't respond out of the worry that I feel. I don't respond out of the anxiety that I feel, but it gives me a chance to exhale. It gives me a chance to exhale. It gives me a chance to breathe, let it go, and rethink. So learn to put things in perspective. Learn to laugh at life. And then I think a lot of times, if we did not retreat as much, if we did not recoil and back up and go into our caves, as it were, and our secret places, I think if sometimes we would just engage with other people, it might just make a difference. Because sometimes if you stew over your problems alone, you're the only person that you have to bounce those things off of. But share sometimes with other people, engage with other people, because that will serve somewhat as a distraction, and it will allow your subconscious to somehow put some distance between the worry and what you're doing right now. It really will. And if you really want to stop worrying again and just try to sit back and enjoy life, maybe you can just try relaxing for a moment. This is old, I'm probably dating myself, but really it's about taking a chill pill. Because excessive worrying, I know this to be true, you all, excessive worrying can lead to anxiety, it can lead to stress, it can lead to stress, and neither is good. Neither is good for you mentally, neither is good for you physically, neither is good for you spiritually, neither is good for you emotionally. I'm telling you, anxiety and stress is just not good. But we need to learn to stop worrying if we're going to enjoy life. Let me see if I can just recall some of the things that I said before the last time we talked. I talked about making sure that you focus on yourself, because other people, they're always going to offer up their opinions, but you have to live with your own decisions. You have to live with the consequences. You have to live with the result of your choices. So learn to focus on you. Again, I talked about taking the time to relax. We discussed that. And whatever relaxation looks like for you, take the time to do it. We talked about sometimes how you just have to disconnect, how you have to unplug, how you cannot get sucked into the drama of the day all the time. Sometimes you just have to avoid the news. You might have to do that. We talked about how we need to nurture positive relationships. We nurture so many relationships, but what we need to take a look at is make sure that we nurture the positive relationships. Just make time to develop them. Going out, meeting new people. And why do we say meeting new people? Because community is one of the most important needs that we have. We sometimes put it on the back burner and act like we don't need community. We act like we don't need people, but we need people, you all. We need each other. I encourage people to make a consistent effort to meet new people, because what does that do? That gives you additional resources for the tough times that we encounter in life. And when you expand your support system, it makes sure that you have these resources when you need them. We talked about the last time exploring new places. Explore new places, because it shows you the possibility of newness in your life. It is a healthy dose of inspiration and possibility when we explore new places. Sometimes you all have kept up with me when I would do my walks around the National Mall in DC, and it was always my goal to look at the new places and try to find the not so well known, the nooks and the crannies, if you will, because new places equate to new possibilities. And we talked about keeping a wish list. There's nothing wrong with keeping a wish list. Whenever you think of something that you want to try, something that you want to do, a place that you like to visit, write it down, because that keeps the dream alive. It makes sure that your goals and your aspirations and your hopes and all of those things, it makes sure that they just don't fizzle out, but write them down. Keep a wish list. And then not only keep the wish list, not only explore new places, but try new things. And right there, aligned with trying new things, I suggested that when you spend your money, make sure that you spend your money on experiences and not possessions. The possessions are wonderful, the possessions are nice, but make sure that you start spending your money on an experience that will give you a memory, that will create pictures and movie pictures in your head. We talked about cluttering or decluttering, getting rid of the junk in our lives, because analogously, when we get rid of the junk in our physical space, we get rid of the junk in our mental space, we get rid of the junk in our spiritual space, we get rid of the junk in our emotional space. So we try to declutter, cut down on the junk in life. And then I talked about making sure that you make time for gratitude. Be thankful. Write down the things that you're thankful for. I said, how dare we go throughout the day? We go throughout the day and we never stop to give thanks for anything. Do you know people who never give thanks for anything? And every time you ask them how you're doing, when you ask how you're doing, they never say that they're grateful for anything. But I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful for health. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for strength. I'm grateful for the ability to be able to talk. I'm grateful for the ability to be able to walk. I'm grateful for the ability to be able to see. I'm grateful for the ability to be able to hear. I'm grateful for the ability to smell. I'm thankful for all of those things. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my friends. I'm thankful for the lessons that I've learned, even through my mistakes. I'm thankful that I have a roof over my head. I'm thankful that I didn't wake up counting trees. I'm grateful that I don't have to go to sleep counting stars, lying on the park bench at night. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all of those things. I'm grateful for the people in my life. I'm grateful for the test and the trial. I'm grateful that as I go through them, I'm striving to come out positive. I'm striving to come out better. I'm striving to allow my integrity to show. I'm striving to allow my character to show. I'm thankful for those opportunities that push me and pull me. Some of y'all, you all started saying, yeah, I'm thankful too. Just exercise a moment of thanksgiving, because that helps you to think about how you spent your day. I'm thankful that while I was out on the highway, I didn't get in a traffic accident. I'm thankful that nobody hit me and I didn't hit them. I'm thankful that the food I ate did not land me in the hospital. Just all of those things. So just learn how to track how you spend your time and the things that for which you are thankful, and be deliberate. I said this before. Make sure that we are deliberate and intentional about our choices. We have never had so many choices, so many opportunities to create a lifestyle that we truly love more than we do today. Yet some of us are still on autopilot. Why are we on autopilot, y'all? Let's be deliberate and intentional about the choices that we make. We talked about it. We talked about investing in ourselves. Because the more self aware, the more self accepting we are, the more self loving we are, the happier we are. That'll help you to stop waiting to enjoy life, and you'll just start enjoying life right then. And remember, I talked about that whatever feelings that we feel in life, they are real. But guess what? They'll pass. Feelings are fickle. That sadness will give way to happiness. Happiness will give way to blissfulness. Blissfulness will give way to disappointments. Disappointment will give way to despondency. Despondency will give way to ecstasy and being ecstatic. And so feelings pass, you all. So what do? Celebrate the small wins. Allow yourself to feel happy. Practice mindfulness. Noticing how we feel and what's around us right now is an effective way of getting out of our heads. So focus on what's going on with you right now. Get out of your head and get into the moment. Wow. Get out of your head and get into the moment and enjoy the moment. What does it truly feel like to be alive? When you get a moment, get out of your head and get in that moment. Walk outside and feel the air, the breeze blowing on your face, the wind on your face, the sun on your skin, a good dose of vitamin D. That helps us to enjoy the moment. The other day it was raining, and I told you all that I just decided to just walk out in the rain. It wasn't a thunderstorm. It wasn't like it was a downpour showers, but I just decided to walk out in the rain and feel the rain. And may I say this in terms of being happy, this is not a license for us to be nasty to people, but learn how to speak your mind. Because a lot of times when we hold back on our thoughts, we hold back on our opinions, and we hold back on our desires, we do that out of the fear of displeasing others. This is not a license for us to be nasty or negative, but learn how to speak up. Learn how to say what you want. Learn how to say what we feel, of course, in a respectful way, but learn how to speak your mind and not suffer in silence. Get active physically, but also get active mentally in your own life. Engage in physical exercise, engage in mental exercise, keep learning. And as you learn, you explore new things. You never know where your interest might lead. I'm talking about how to stop waiting and start enjoying life right now. I talked about, I don't know if I said it, but let's learn to practice compassion. Because when we can feel compassion for ourselves and feel compassion for others, even difficult situations become rewarding, and they will become enjoyable. When you can practice compassion for you and for others, the difficult situations become rewarding. And why would you say that, Cutler? Because even in the difficult situations, you learn to be there for others, and you learn to be there for yourselves. And as you're there for others, others will be there for you. It really will. One of the ways that I enjoy life, and it can sometimes come back to haunt you, but one of the ways that I enjoy life is that I enjoy giving back. I give to charities, I give to foundations, I give to organizations. And sometimes when you do that, they really do sell your name. They share your name, they share your contact information. Next thing you know, you've given to 3 organizations, and you got 33 contacted you. But I'm telling you, giving back is a way to enjoy life. It helps you to count your blessings. It instills within you somehow the sense of meaning or meaningfulness, that you mean something to the world, you matter to the world. It adds to your purpose in life. You're helping others. My greatest blessings have come because I took the time to help others, because I took the time to be a good steward over the people who are in my life. And I encourage that. And I certainly challenge us. Stop waiting to enjoy life. I don't have much more to say. Stop waiting to enjoy life and start enjoying it now. This is probably not even 1,800 seconds. It's more like just 20 minutes that we're spending together. But I want to remind us, you all, if I haven't said anything else, I offer us the power in this moment to get out of our heads and get into the moment where we live and say, this is a good moment. This is a powerful moment. This is an awesome moment because I'm living, I'm breathing, and I'm experiencing this moment. And another one will come in a minute. It will come in the next seconds. But this moment, I'm experiencing it, and I'm thankful for this moment. How many of us can really say, I'm thankful for this moment? Because this moment is unlike no other that I've ever experienced. This moment is unlike no other. This moment is unlike any other that I will yet experience. So let me not let it pass, but let me give thanks and enjoy this moment when I'm breathing, when I'm thinking, when I'm rationalizing, and while blood is flowing through my veins. Let me give thanks for this moment. And let me enjoy this moment. I offer us the power to enjoy this moment. Not 1,800 seconds, but thank you all for allowing me to come into whatever space you've allowed me to come into. Share this. Somebody needs to hear this. And let's keep doing what we do, you all. Let's keep building community. Let's keep making sure that we are connected. That's where let's make sure that we are connected. Maintain connectivity. Let's keep our heads up and our hopes up. Let's stay positive about life. Let's stay inspired about life. Let's stay motivated about life. But let's challenge ourselves to enjoy the life that we have. I got to get out of here. You all know this, that from my heart to yours, there is and always will be so much love. And until the next time we chat, please tell somebody else, come on and let's talk the color. Listen, I'll see you the next time I see you. Have a fantastic weekend. Take care. Good night, everybody.